morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. We're up here at the shop making some room. Parking down back is a nightmare. We have these two 10-ton trucks, this bigger trailer now, and other things. So as I head down to the lower yard where we park everything, you can see it just gets congested, where to get to a trailer you need to move a truck, to get to a skid loader you need to move a skid loader. Now that everything's here, a lot of times all this is gone in the summertime and it's not a big deal, but right now things are just, you know, piled on top of each other. So we're gonna cut down some trees here, and I've been meaning to do this for quite some time. We have a couple dead trees here, an old cherry, a couple cherries in there, a couple maples. I like to keep the maple trees. They're nice and clean, good looking trees in the spring and summer. The cherry trees are just real dirty, always dropping debris on the trucks. It's good firewood. So we're gonna take this guy here out that's almost ready to fall over. This one here behind it that's dead, that's coming out. I'm gonna keep this one for now. That's the kid's zip line. So we're gonna leave that. I'll just grade around it. A lot of dead branches up there. It's probably gonna come out, just not yet. And then take this little maple out here. Then I can grade all this down and make a nice transition and sort of clean this area up. And then what I want to do is be able to back the trailers in right in here and park all these trailers. There's our new one from Bennett's. Haven't even used it yet, but it is ready to go. And these other trailers here that we use pretty much every day, I'd like those all lined up right in this area here. So we're gonna go ahead and get cutting some trees, and then we'll run over Tom's house and start loading the trucks and hauling the dirt over here, rolling it in, getting it ready for some stone. Here the guys pulling in now, so I'll go ahead and shut this off and get started. You know, when we used to have to back in and hook up trailers, it used to be like a fun little task to try and back the truck in and hook it up, looking into your mirrors. And that seems to have gone away now that we have all this technology. You can just look in the camera and put that hitch right underneath there. I don't know if I'm low enough, but look how easy that has become. So let's go see. Perfect. So it's good to know how to use your mirrors, lining this up with the edge of the trailer, but how can you compete with that? That made it super easy. Okay, there, I got everything out of this area. The 306 is here. Whenever I drop that big one, I'll pull it back a little bit, but I'll use that as I drop these trees. I just pick it up with the thumb and cut them into logs, and then we'll move them all over. We have a pile of lumber or firewood over there that I stockpile it and split it and keep it out of the way. So I think that's about it. I'll go ahead and get started. One thing I wanted to mention, here at TSH, we have 5-gallon gas cans and we have 2.5-gallon gas cans. We used to write on them and say, you know, this can is just 2-cycle, and this one is not. But what works easier is the 2.5s are just 2-cycle gas. Nothing else gets put in there. That way everybody knows the 2.5 goes for chainsaw, leaf blower, chop saw, The 5-gallon cans is straight gas, power buggies, power trowels, so forth. That's one way we keep it separate, and there's no mistaking. Putting the wrong gas in these, we all know it could blow that engine up. So let me know how you guys do it. That's our system, and it seems to be working. Safety at AMSV, I got that just for you. Ear protection, head protection, face protection, all in one. It'll be broken in 2 weeks, but it sure is nice right now. Hope you like it. So I'm no Mike Morgan whenever it comes to cutting trees down, but there's no stopping that. I did my undercut, then a nice slow cut coming down it, and it fell right where it wanted to fall. Now this limb is still under a lot of tension. It could go anywhere, being that it's up in the tree like that. So what I do, where it's off the ground, I do like a 3/4 cut and try and relieve some of that tension. That way, whenever I go start cutting that, it'll want to roll. It won't fling. There's a little bit of cushion that it'll roll slowly, and then that'll give me time to get out of the way. So I'm cutting down that cherry tree right there. I put a notch in the bottom. I wanted to follow this tree line and hit right on this orange paint mark. Let's see what happens. Not too bad. Missed it by about a foot. Okay, this cherry tree here is the last one we're going to cut down. It has a slight lean to it that way. But up top, we have this branch that curls over that's making me a little bit nervous. There's not a lot of weight pulling that way. So I'm going to put my notch on the downhill side and drop it right over the hill that way, and then we can drag it up and cut it up. I might pull a machine down and put some pressure against it to help it go that way, but we'll get started and see. I think we're going to be okay. It's a kind of a big tree to guess with, though. I have a real nice notch cut in, and I'm halfway through the tree and it's not moving. I think all that branch up top is keeping counterweight going this way. So I'm going to pull the 6 over and just give it a little push. Much safer than trying to do that standing right beside the base of the tree. Nobody's getting hurt today.
That was easy.
That last log, Matt didn't have any place to stand, so it was easier just to cut it on the ground and throw it up in there. So let's go ahead and get the tarp going on this. And I think we're going to run this over to Mr. Morgan's house. I have way more firewood than I can use. It's just going to rot, so I know he'll make good use of it. Well, it dumped that full load of lumber, no problem. There's Mr. Mike Morgan.
How's everybody doing?
Good, good. Got you a nice load of firewood.
That is nice. That's a nice load right there.
Yeah. First time I ever used that trailer.
Is it?
Yep. All right, well, we probably have one more of these coming. You want it?
Yeah.
Okay. So a nice long cord if you ever wanted to watch the other end when you're dumping. I don't want to get it dirty. I'll keep it right here. I made the mistake. I showed Caleb and Austin where the control is. Every time they come up, they raise it up, lower it down. They're pretty good though. I always, make sure they know to stay out of the way of it. But we were talking earlier, you always open these all the way and lock them when you're dumping. If you leave them swing open and dump, you'll ruin the trailer. Okay, we'll go get loaded and be right back.
All right, thanks.
So Mike Morgan wants this log, so I'll just cut this in half. That way it'll fit on the trailer. And the other one, I don't know, we'll probably just cut that up into firewood. I don't think that's anything good for logs. But this one, you can get some nice boards out of that. So we'll at least get this cut in half. That's how I like to load firewood. Notice if you don't have those doors clamped open like that, they'll hit the ground and bend right off. Maybe even bend the trailer. Should start to slide. Good, Matt? Keep going. Want to pull her up? Nice size logs. All right. Okay. That should make a nice couple of boards. Okay, good to go. I've never seen this in operation. What a wood splitter. Nice setup. Good. So notice you can take the wedge up and down. Like butter. Before I run out of time here today, I want to try and get this stump dug out. Coming down here in the morning time, I don't want anybody hitting this when it's real dark out. And if we get rid of this here, that could be another parking spot. So either backing trailers in this way or employees parking here, this has to go. Well, it was a pretty nice ball of roots. It came out pretty easy. It smells like sassafras. I can really smell that standing here. So we'll push that over the hill. I'll cut that stump down a little bit more over there. Cut that one off. And we're going to go ahead and fill this area in. I'm undecided about this tree. I have a feeling I'm taking this one out. I'm going to leave it for now. I've been saving these barnstone steps for a long time. I think there's 2 of them there. So I'm going to move them over onto the hillside over there where I have other rocks stored. So now we'll start trucking dirt over from Tommy's house. But that's it for today. It's getting kind of late, and I think I have a haircut appointment. So see you again on the next one. As always, thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses.